The degree and leading coefficient of a univariate polynomial. Man, that has a lot of big words. A polynomial just means you have more than one term in your expression. Terms in math are separated by plus and minus signs. So the 2v is a term, the negative 12 is a term, the 6v to the 9th is a term. Poly means many. I've got many terms. In this case, I've got 3 terms. It's a univariate one because I only have one variable. It's a v. I don't have a v and an x in there. When they're talking about the degree and the leading coefficient, they're talking about if I put my polynomial in the best form. If I put my polynomial in the best form, I start with the highest exponent down. So if I were going to rearrange this polynomial to put it in the best order, I would put this term first because it has the highest exponent. So the 6v to the 9th would go first. Then I would put the 23v, which is a positive 23v, and the constant term, that number, minus 12, just goes on the end. So that's the best order for my expression.
You don't have to solve it?
You don't have to solve it, no.
Huh.
Now, we still have to answer the questions. Using our math terms, they want to know what the leading coefficient is. Coefficients are numbers in front of your variable. If it's the leading one, it's the very first one. So in this case, 6 is your leading coefficient. Exactly. The degree of your polynomial is asking what is the exponent of your highest term?
9.
The 9.
Okay, I need to write that down. Coefficient is what now?
The coefficient is the number in front of your variable, so the leading coefficient is the very first number that you have in your expression. The coefficient is your number in front of your variable. And the degree, if we're univariate, is your highest exponent that you have.
Highest exponent?
Yep,
Always the highest exponent.
always the highest one. So they'll talk about a second degree polynomial. That's one of those that has an x squared. I don't know why it wants to keep moving every time I clear the board, but oh well. So number 11. If I were to rearrange that and put it in the best order that it could be in, what order do you think I should put it in?
18?
No.
Because I'm not understanding that. Let's see.
You want the one with the highest exponent first.
7y.
7y.
So the negative
7y.
7y to the 6th would go first.
Negative 18 to a y2. And then 12.
Minus 12y
And then 6.
plus 6. That would be the best order for my polynomial.
So then the leading coefficient would be negative 7.
Exactly.
And then the degree would be 6.
Yep.
Wait, did I just do that?
You did just do that.
All right.
Okay. Tell me what a polynomial order is. That what we're doing there?
That's what we're doing here.
Polynomial order.
This whole thing is a polynomial, and we're ordering it, putting it in the best order, right? So number 12, if we rearrange the order of that one so that it's in the best order, which term should go first?
V and negative v.
The negative v to the
Third.
third,
And then plus 10v to the second. Plus 2v. And plus 10v. Or plus 6.
plus
yeah.
6.
So then it would, the leading coefficient would be negative 1, right?
I'm waiting for Christine to get all this written down.
Oh, come on,
Rose isn't writing any notes.
I probably should though.
She probably should though, because she's learning from last semester that she sometimes forgets stuff.
No.
Girl, I forget stuff. I forgot stuff this morning.
So she said we got to start with the negative v to the third since it has the highest exponent. The 10v squared went next. The 2v went next. And the 6, the constant term, the one without an exponent or variable, goes on the end. So then she said, okay, my leading coefficient, they were trying to be tricky, but they didn't fool Rose. This is a negative 1v to the third. So my leading coefficient is negative 1, and my degree is the 3. So if the number isn't written specifically there, we understand that it's a 1, in this case that it's a negative 1, since there's a negative there.